And good afternoon to the Dallas Stars Elite 12U fan faithful tuning in from all over the globe. Our ladies, our error actually, because we had the wrong stats in front of us, have squeaked their way into the quarterfinal matchup. Michael, how about you walk us through how that happened?
Yeah, so even though we dropped our first two games, we did beat Team Illinois this morning, which put us at a tie for points with Team Illinois. But because the tiebreaker is a head-to-head and we beat them, Team Illinois was knocked down to the 6th seed. We are the 5th seed, so we are in the quarterfinals.
And a beautiful thing, and the stat sheet that we were looking at for tiebreaks originally did not show head-to-head on there. And then the officials for the tournament said, no, our actual rules that we distributed, not posted on the website, are head-to-head tiebreaks first. So congratulations to our girls, 4th place out of 6 in the pool, a tough pool at that. And here we are facing the Milwaukee Junior Admirals, a familiar foe. Not more than 2 weeks ago, we faced them in Detroit, and they're a talented group, took it to us.
Yeah, they're a really talented team. They ended up beating us 6-1 in Detroit, but we did have a strong first period, as we've seen from the girls in the past. So I believe the first period, and the last time we faced them, we were ahead 1-0, and they came back strong in the second and ended up blowing the top off of it. But if you look at the history of the Admirals, they have lost a game to Team Illinois, so you never know what's going to happen any given game. The girls definitely have a shot at this one.
Got ourselves a new home for broadcasting here this afternoon. We're up in the penthouse suite, having some Wi-Fi issues, so hopefully this doesn't buffer too much and cut in and out for you.
I do like the main camera angle from up here.
The girls are motivated. They're feeling like they might be able to take them on. Looks like Allen's got the start in between the pipes, so coach electing to go with the regular rotation. Both goalies having a pretty strong round robin. Nice when coaches have options on who they can start. And they stay in rotation. Up front we got Zakaria, Simcoe, Dulac. Familiar look to start the games. And anchor in the point, we got Andrews and Mason. Draws one by Admirals. Admirals quickly shot into their own bench. Girls having a bit of a chuckle about that, keeping each other on our toes. This morning's game, great to see all girls getting in action. Here's another draw one, picked up by Simcoe. Simcoe breaks in, here's an opportunity, high slot. Driving across, takes the shot. Checked, unfortunately. And it kicks up to the side near half wall. Intercepted by Zakaria. She dumps it back down. Dulac's on it. Dulac driving in, knocking it up behind the net. Zakaria also helping out. Puck kept in by Simcoe. Admiral's able to get it out through the neutral zone. Good back check by Zakaria. Ends up on Andrew's stick. Andrew sends it into the neutral zone. Opportunity there. Puck's loose. Missed, a little bit mishandled. Admirals break it off to the left wing. And Mason finds it. Dulac dumps it in. Fresh legs are going to come. Wholesale change for the Stars. On the ice, Salzburg, Gagne, Grahovic, Biederman on point with Isaac. Good check by Salzburg. Dallas skating with them early, putting some offensive pressure. Here comes Gagne and Grahovic. Lead pass, all through the neutral zone. Junior Admirals working their way in. A couple moves in the high slot. Nice defense by Grahovic to break that up. Admirals try a centering pass right onto the stick of Salzburg. Bit of a gift for her. And they immediately get it back. Good poke check by Salzburg. And they're going to whistle that down as an offside with 10:16 left here in the first.
So interesting note about the Admirals. So far, they've faced 3 teams this tournament. Apologies. Yesterday they beat the Carolina Hurricanes 1-0. And Fox Motors 3-0 yesterday.
Admirals breaking in, they dump it into the corner. threw my colleague off because they tossed the mic at him and ran away. I'm back now. Biederman clears that out of the front of the net. Admirals hold the zone, throw it through the crease, picked up by Biederman. She's poke checked, ends up in behind. Centering pass through everybody all the way across onto the half wall. Stanton sends it up. We got Stanton, Bucko, and Clark out there together. Admirals, they're going to step in. Here's an opportunity, high slot. There's a shot. Allen pad save, kicks it off into the corner. Shot again. Picked up, bouncing puck, scooped up by Allen. Quick hand by her to freeze that. Couple quick tests for Allen early. Fresh change for the Stars. Zakaria is back out there. She's got Simcoe and Dulac. Puck's all the way through the neutral zone. Zakaria pressuring, picked up by Dulac now. Dulac's got it. She enters the zone. Cross ice pass all the way to the right wing by the Admirals. They come through this neutral zone, 3-on-2. Here's a shot. And it finds the corner. Nice shot. Fortunately, Allen probably not able to get her eyes on that one. It was right on high slot, and unfortunately the D, bit of a block. Admirals jump up to a 1-0 lead here. Grahovic's out there with Gagne. And Salzburg. Admirals gain the zone. Here's the Admirals driving wide, centering pass through the crease. Not able to find it. Zakaria trying to clear it out. Not Zakaria, sorry. Admirals able to hold the zone. Take the shots, deflected. Bouncing puck, side of the net. Saved by Allen. Another shot through the crease. Gagne's on it. She's in pursuit. Admirals regrouping. Here comes the Admirals again. Another shot, high slot, toe saved by Allen again. Lead pass. All the way up to Salzburg. Salzburg. She's chased down by the Admirals. They're going to regroup behind their own net. Pressuring is Grahovic. Good stick by her to break that up. Admirals get it all the way back to Mason. Mason up to Salzburg. Centering pass. Out of the reach of the Admirals. Andrews able to get there. They shoot it in deep. Mason tries to find the lead pass. Perfectly on net though, so that won't be an icing. Wholesale change for the Stars. Bucko's out there again with Stanton and Clark. Isaac and Biederman on point. Good stick by Bucko. Admirals are going to drive in though. Here comes the Admirals. High slot. Deflected. Bounces high. Just over the net. Here comes Bucko. She's got some speed. Looking to drive. Solid back check by the Admirals there. They turn it back around. They're going to regain the zone again. The Admirals driving. Backhand. Allen swallows that up. Decides to whistle it down.
Admirals look like they have a pretty tough defense. So going back to what I was saying yesterday, 2 shutouts. This morning, a shutout 6-0 against the Sharks. So the girls will be looking to break that streak today.
Our ladies were the opposite. 2 games with no goals and then found the net a couple times. Snapshot from the top of the blue line. Allen able to get a glove on that and send it into the corner. Puck swings around into the half wall, back to D again. Here's a shot from the D through traffic. That one's wide. Goes into the corner again, back to the D. Admirals again. There's another shot. Deflected out front. There's another shot. And Allen decides to swallow that up. Freeze it down. Allen getting tested early here. We got 5 minutes into the games and 8 shots already. It's a good way to stay warm, I suppose.
Yeah.
Zakaria's out there now. She's going to center Dulac. Simcoe. There's the draw to the point. Mason's able to get her stick on that. Lead pass up to Dulac. Zakaria, she dumps it in, looking to chase. Admirals pick it up. They're going to take it behind their net. Looking for a breakout. Lead pass, that's blocked by Dulac. Zakaria and Dulac pressuring the Admirals. Admirals able to get their stick back on things though and dump it in. Here's Andrews. Andrews throws it up the wall, ends up at the point. Admirals at the point, loading up a shot. Looks to pass beside the net. Centering pass. Allen with another save. Good for Allen, give it a little swat with the stick there.
Yeah, good thing she saw that one. I was expecting it to go the other way, actually, back up to the point, which came across.
Almost looked like a set play for the Admirals. Trying to bounce that off the boards, find their teammate on the half wall. Centering pass all the way across to the point. Shot through the point, through traffic, it's wide. Another save by Allen. That one came out quick.
After that puck ricocheted against the glass, it landed right by Allen's right leg.
Back, one draw. There's the shot by the Admirals, bouncing puck, blockered by Allen in behind the net. Centering pass, puck trickles just wide. Now it's the laundry or the loose puck's picked up by, who was that? I missed that. Simcoe. She's going to drive down. Here's the break for Simcoe. She's coming in. Simcoe waits. There's the shot. Oh, just under the goalie's pad, but misses that far post. Now it's back to the point for Isaac. He takes a shot through traffic. Toe saved by the goaltender, picked up by Zakaria. She's trying to make something happen. Dulac's got it now. Dulac centering pass. Puck deflects in behind. Here comes the Admirals. They're breaking out. They dump one all the way down, and they're going to call that an icing for an offensive zone draw. With 5:19 left here in the first, and the Stars finally to get their first shot registered.
Yeah, a little action on this side, good to see.
We got Grahovic centering, Gagne, and Salzburg with Isaac and Biederman on point. Here's the draw. Won by the Admirals. Admirals take it in behind their own net. Good pressure by Salzburg. Just about it causes that to stick in the zone. Grahovic's there to help to make sure it does. Now it spits into the neutral zone. Biederman throws it off the glass and just missed timing, just barely. Salzburg almost able to touch up on time there.
Honestly, not a bad outcome anyway, because that could have easily just broken loose along the boards the other direction.
Draws one. Biederman trying to forward up. Admirals quick to jump on her. Here's an opportunity. Salzburg's breaking in. She's got Gagne going to the front of the net. Salzburg cuts back in. Centering pass to Gagne. Oh! Gagne just about able to put it in. Throws it toward the front of the net. And the Admirals were there to clear out. Admirals, they're breaking through the neutral zone with some speed. Biederman steps up. Stops that play. There's the shot in. Sends it over to Isaac. Biederman tries to clear out. Ends up on the Admirals stick. Puck off the side of the goal into the corner. Here comes Biederman. Biederman, lead pass, finds Gagne. Gagne, just a little bit of an overskate. Admirals turn it back around the other way. Here comes the Admirals. They're coming in from the high slot, driving around Isaac. Admirals push deep into the corner. They put it back to the point. Admirals from the right defense. They dump it into the corner. Right onto Isaac's stick. Isaac, she throws it up the boards, finds Gagne. Gagne trying to chip it out. Not quite able to. Recovers though and now gets it out. Good second effort on her part. Cross ice pass for the Admirals. They're going to regain the zone. Here comes the Admirals. Driving in toward the net. Left and right. Allen, good movement. Lateral. Able to track that puck. Freezes it for a whistle with 3:51 second left in the first.
Allen did not take the bait and scoot to her left. She stayed put. That was a good choice by her.
Buck goes out to center now. Wins the draw. No, it's back to the Admirals. Admirals from the right defense. There's the shot, deflected. Good block shot by Stanton. We got Clark on the other left wing. Clark in a battle. Puck ends up going in all the way down into the corner. Centering pass to nobody. Ends up on the Admirals defense though. Another good stick by Stanton. That's her second block shot on that shift. Admirals, they regain the zone. Coming in on Andrews, cutting into the high slot. Puck goes wide. Looking for a wraparound.
She didn't see it.
Unfortunately, that puck kicked out behind the net. left and right, and not able to get that butterfly slide across, and last minute reach, and second goal of the game for the Admirals.
Yeah, and I think, Bucko was on the to Allen's left, and she was looking around for the puck thinking maybe it had popped out the other side when it was right behind her. So she had lost sight of it.
3:17 left here in the first. That's the 15th shot of the game. Stars looking for a late period push. Admirals end up dumping it down. Simcoe's back to retrieve. Simcoe, she's checked. She's got help from Zakaria though. Now it's kicked out. Andrews is there. Lafleur jumps in on it. Allen with the save. And another whistle. This is where we're a bit too far away. I actually hoped that Allen was going to get her glove over on it. She had that last reach, and I'm like, oh, if she could get there on time, must have just been a hair late. There's the draw through the point. Shot on net, deflected by Allen into the corner. And another puck, bouncing in front, freezed by Allen.
Again, one that I thought would go behind, came out front.
Here's the draw. Won by the Admirals. Admirals with the shot. Goes wide. Comes all the way across to the D. We got Simcoe, Zakaria, Dulac out there. Battle behind the net. Puck spits to the loose defense again. Here's the right-left defense. There's the shot. Deflected into the corner, just wide of the net. Battle with
a good job clearing out the crease.
I saw that. Good job on Lafleur. Admiral's able to hold his own. Centering pass. Another centering toe save by Allen. Another shot. Another save by Allen. A little bit of a flurry in front of the net. Stars finally able to break loose. Here comes Dulac. Dulac trying to drive wide. Evades a check. Throws it on net. There's a save by the Admirals goaltender. Beautiful step up by Isaac. Making something happen here. Here's Isaac. There's a shot deflected onto the stick of Isaac. Or Dulac, sorry. Dulac trying to win a puck battle against two players, looking for some help. Admirals throw it all the way down the ice, and that should be an icing. What an impressive step up by Isaac there. That was well timed. Trying to make something happen late in the period, see if they can cut that deficit of 2 down to 1. Just about did.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm also curious if Coach will end up moving Isaac up front as well. We've seen that in the tournament as well.
Here comes Grahovic on the right wing with Bucko. And Salzburg on the left wing. Oh, wait, here's the break for Admirals. Admirals in. And the shot. Allen with the big save on the breakaway to keep it a 2-0 game. Stars able to get it out of the zone. Admirals regain, and that's an offside. Causing me some heart pain here late in the first.
Yeah, as a goalie, that I understand. She's seen a lot of action just in the first, almost 20 shots.
There's the draw. Biederman's there. Admirals pressuring. Admirals trying to get it out, ends up on Biederman's stick. Biederman throws it off the glass. Admirals able to hold his own. Good check. Onto Salzburg's stick. Here comes Salzburg. She's getting chased down by the Admirals. Strong back check. I think Isaac was going to get away with one there, but she knew she was just out, so she threw her hand on her head. I think the ref goes, oh, must be offside.
Yeah.
We'll have to tell her to keep her poker face on.
Yeah, she tipped it off.
I do like how assertive she's playing, though, trying to hold that line. Got to make something happen. Admirals win the draw. Good poke check by Biederman. Dulac throws it in. Zakaria's in pursuit. Zakaria, she's on it. Finds a loose puck. She's got Dulac out front. She's got Simcoe out front. Zakaria dancing around a little bit, looking to make something happen. She's checked. Goes back to the point. Biederman holds it. Tries to throw it back in. Biederman holds it again. Here comes Zakaria. There's the shot. And a save by the Admirals. This is a good, hard-working shift by Zakaria and her line mates. Biederman, 2 strong plays at the line to hold that puck in. Defense are changing. We've got Shortino and Andrews on point. Zakaria, Dulac, Simcoe still up front. 27 seconds left here in the first. There's the draw. Won by the Stars, but picked up by the Admirals. Admirals, they try to throw it up. Andrews stepping in to hold the line. Does. Now the Admirals regained it on their point. They look for a lead pass through center ice. They get it there. Andrews and Shortino, they're back. Andrews, good stick to deflect that puck high into the glass, or into the mesh, sorry, with 7.9 seconds left here in the first. Zakari in for the draw. Wins it. Throws it over to Shortino. Shortino able to relieve the pressure. 3 seconds on the clock, and that should wind down the period. Well, Stars get out of the first one. Down 2. Shots 18-3. A lot of zone pressure by the Admirals, and all in all, not playing too bad, because again, this is a super talented team in the Admirals.
Yeah, they're moving the puck around really well, playing together as a team really well. I got to say, Allen's doing a great job. I mean, to face 18 shots, only 2 go in. She's keeping us in this game. It's been a weekend of good goaltending.
Kind of want to see the replays later on that first shot. Obviously, Allen being my kid, I'm a bit more aware of things. I can't decide if she'll want that first one back or if maybe she was screened. I think there might have been a screen, but if there wasn't, that'll be one she's be proud of rebounding from, because she sure played strong since that goal.
Yeah. She's kept her head in it.
Schaefer giving her a
Getting
pep
a
talk.
chat. Yep.
Yeah, I like that. As you said, Michael, I wouldn't be surprised if we see some line jostling. I'm thinking coach is saying, hey, 3 shots isn't enough. We need to make something happen here. We have seen a common move of bringing both Lafleur and Isaac up on wings. I sure like that. They're both strong on the puck, aggressive forecheckers. It's one of the reasons they're such great defense pairings as well.
Yeah, and like you pointed out, Biederman holding the zone there, that's key, right? Because if you can get more time in your offensive zone, get a little bit more breathing room, move the puck around, that's when you're going to make plays happen. And again, we've seen some success with this line coming out here. Gagne, Grahovic, and Salzburg. They've worked together really well this weekend, and this is the first weekend we've seen this line together.
I totally agree with you there, Michael. That's been a few lines that have started to click, and this one's been one of them. To round out this line as we start the second period, we got Shortino and Andrews on point. Draws one by the Admirals. They're looking to bring it up through neutral zone. That's disrupted by Grahovic. Ends up on the stick of Andrews. Andrews getting harassed by the Admirals. She throws it up, finds Salzburg. Salzburg's checked. Back onto Andrews' stick now. Into the feet in front of the Admirals bench. Good poke check by Andrews. Puck's loose. Not quite loose. Comes back down to Andrews' stick again. Andrews has a look. Throws it up the wall. Trying to get it out. Now the Admirals have it. Admirals side of the net. There's a shot deflected high and wide into the corner. Admirals looking to centering pass. They find Salzburg perfectly. And here comes the Admirals. They're checked. Andrews has it. She throws it all the way around. Picked up by Grahovic. Grahovic's got some speed coming through the neutral zone. Just poke check, though, unfortunately, at the last minute. Admirals come back the other way. Here comes the Admirals, and it's going to be an offside call. 1 minute and 8 seconds into the second. Mistrella, you just tell me that we are not live anymore? Or spotty at best? The spotty at best. This will just be our version of robotics on the broadcast today. Stanton has it out there. Check from Bucko. And they're going to call that probably a slight boarding or a check from behind. Whatever the call is, Bucko's going off for a 1 minute timeout. And of course, not literally a timeout, figuratively. LaFeur's on point with Mason. And Zakaria comes out up front with Simcoe to kill this penalty. Zakaria on the draw, wins it. Ends up with the Admiral stick. They center it through the crease. Kicks all the way back to the point. Here's an opportunity from the point. Shot through traffic. It's wide and low. LaFeur's giving chase now. Admirals centering pass. Admirals from the side. A good stick by Simcoe to break that up. Almost a grade A opportunity for the Admirals, and Simcoe shuts it down. LaFeur takes it all the way down, driving wide and into the corner. Smart decision by her just to waste some time off this penalty clock. 37 seconds left. Admirals turn it back around the other way, coming through the neutral zone now. Admirals looking at their options. Cross ice pass. Trying to gain the zone. 26 seconds left. Back to Simcoe. Simcoe looking to dance around a couple of defenders. Gets it past a couple. Trying to find Mason. Now the centering pass comes out. LaFeur's on it. LaFeur, she throws it out into the neutral zone. 8 seconds left on the power play, and this should kill it off. LaFeur picks it up in her backhand. She's got a minute, has a look up ice. Throws it high off the wall. Tries to catch Zakaria and does. Back to even strength. Good penalty kill for the girls. Admirals are going to take it all the way back to their own zone here.
That was a good read on that play by Dulac.
Here comes LaFeur. Finds Simcoe. Simcoe, she tries to get it up to Zakaria and does. Zakaria is driving down the left wing. She's checked, but Dulac's there to help. Zakaria able to shake that off and still finds the puck, throws it on net. Admirals, they're breaking out through the half wall. Simcoe and Dulac. Dulac pushes in. Opportunity for Dulac. Now it comes back to Zakaria. Zakaria, she's got it, driving into the corner. She's got Simcoe out front, battling for position. Zakaria tries to shake off a couple of defenders. Not quite able to. Oh, and Mason just about able to step up and keep that puck in. All the way back to LaFeur. She backhands it up to Simcoe. And the Admirals now. Here comes the Admirals entering the zone. Stepping up is Mason last minute with LaFeur from help. Both of them shutting that down. Simcoe from her feet throws it into the corner. There's going to be a penalty call. And the Stars will get their first power play of the game, and I'm going to call this second period a success thus far, because if you look at the shot clock, we are out shooting them 2-0 in this period, gentlemen. Or is it 1-0? 1-0. Almost played just over 3.5 minutes and kept the Admirals from getting a shot.
This is the best second period I think I've seen them play in maybe ever. They've done a really great job.
Here we go on the power play. We got Isaac and Andrews on point. And we got Grahovic up front with Bucko and Salzburg. Admirals able to check Grahovic. Now they'll bring it up through the center ice. Admirals trying to break through. Good back check. Hauled down. And puck ends up over on the side. Isaac, she's coming back. Here comes Isaac, all the way across, just out of the reach. Beautiful cross-ice pass to Grahovic. Grahovic's fighting for the puck. They try to throw it out, and they get it out. Andrews, she's going to send it over to Isaac. Isaac, driving in, looks to push it deep, checked, but now picked up by Salzburg. Salzburg able to hold the zone. Good effort by her. Able to hold that zone without it going offside. Drives all the way into the corner. Turns back. Looking for a centering pass. She's checked at the last minute. Salzburg, some smart play there. 7:23 left in the second. Lead pass comes all the way up. Here comes the Admirals.
Salzburg will look for a change now.
Admirals. They try to make something happen, but Andrews steps up to break that up. Another step up by Andrews. Here's the Admirals trying to gain the zone, and they don't. 2 good sticks by Andrews. 3 good sticks by Andrews. Now the Admirals. Here's the Admirals high slot. There's the shot. Way wide and high. Another shot. Andrews clears that out of harm's way into the corner. Centering pass up to the high slot. Shot from the high slot. Allen with the save. Puck comes to the side. Through the crease. really high danger. Here's another shot from the high slot, deflected or blocked by Isaac. Good move by her to get in the way of that shot. And Salzburg's going to take it through the neutral zone. Salzburg dumps it in. Wholesale change for the Stars. We got Shortino and Biederman on point.
Much needed change there. I think that was probably a 3-minute shift. They're exhausted. Oh my goodness.
Simcoe, Dulac, and Zakaria up front. Zakaria, sorry. Admirals. I haven't said that in a while. My toonie jar is getting bigger. Back to the point on the Admirals. They come in to hold the zone. They dump it all the way around to the far corner. Dulac's there. Dulac's taken out by the Admirals. Got 4 players in a scrum along the boards. Puck battle. Kicks all the way out into the neutral zone. Biederman, she's able to step up and get that into the neutral zone too.
Yeah, I like Biederman stepping up there. It means that she's trusting Ciortino to back her up. She knows she's there.
Ciortino tries to find Dulac, not just out of her reach, but Zakaria's got it now. Zakaria, lead pass over to Simcoe. Simcoe's driving in. She's getting hauled down though. Puck's loose out front. Who wants to grab that loose puck, ladies? Puck spits back to the defense. Ciortino steps up. Oh, here's an opportunity for the Admirals. Admirals coming in. Second breakaway of the game. Coming in on Allen. Looking for the play. Oh, Allen tracks it wide. Forces her to make the shot on the backhand. Here comes Admirals again. Shot from the high slot. In behind. Admirals. Nice stick by Shortino to break that up. Admirals got another opportunity in the high slot. There's a shot. And it finds the top corner. Tough one for the Stars there. Thought they were going to get out of that danger opportunity. Puck spits out to the defense, and they step up into the high slot all wide open. 3-0 game with 4:43 left in the second. Let's see how the Stars respond here. Admirals win the draw, try to drive in, but Bucko's got it. Bucko's out there with Stanton and Gagne. Here comes Bucko with some speed through a few defenders. Bucko driving in. There's the shot just wide. What a great opportunity for her to make something happen and respond to that last goal. They send it up to Lafleur. Lafleur sits it on the blue line, lets our ladies touch up. They're in pursuit again. Admirals, they take it in behind their net. Admirals on the half wall. Look to throw it up. Admirals coming in on Lafleur. 2-on-1 opportunity. Admirals, there's the shot. Allen with the save. Looking for the wraparound. Spits out front. Clark's got it now. Clark, Stanton, Bucko driving in on a 3-on-2 opportunity the other way. Here comes Clark. She's going to throw it in and go for a line change. 3:50 left in the second. Mason able to hold the zone. She's hooked. No call there. Puck spits out to the point. Lafleur throws it up. Unfortunately, that's picked off by the Admirals. Admirals coming in. There's the shot. Allen with the save. Gives it to Mason. Mason now. Mason coming up through the neutral zone. Looking to drive wide. Tries to shake off a check. There's a little too much pressure with 3 of the girls on her. Puck chips all the way down. Lafleur's in pursuit. Lafleur, she picks it up in the corner. Throws it up to the half wall. Admirals from the side. Cleared out by Mason. Loose puck out front. Bucko throws it to the point. Shot from the point. That's low and wide. Then her centering pass. Tic-tac-toe. Centering pass. Just like that, Admirals put another one in the back of the net. Good play by them. Another tough one for the Stars. .259 left here in the second. Here comes Isaac. Isaac, she throws it in. Admirals coming out through the neutral zone with some speed. They send it over to the wing. Andrews closing the gap. Centering pass, that's picked up by Grahovic. She throws it around, but she's checked. Admirals, they're trying to throw it back. Gagne comes out with it. Gagne, good job getting it into the neutral zone. Admirals throw it back in. Andrews sends it up ice, and that'll be an icing call. Fresh legs out for the Stars on defense. Isaac and Biederman. Salzburg. Grahovic. And Gagne up front. Puck's loose up front in the slot. Still loose out front. Allen with a great move to get over there and get a pad on it. Isaac mucking it up with the opponent. Giving her a bit of a stare down, as she should. Nice reaction by Allen to get a leg on that. That puck was going left, right, and bounced around. Grahovic on the draw. Puck's loose in the slot. Allen, he blew it. He blew the whistle and changed his mind. They should file that one as in the complaint department because that was a whistle down. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, I disagree with that one. It was clearly blew the whistle prior to the puck going in.
Be the 5th goal of the game for the Admirals. 2:11 left here in the second. Zakaria, Simcoe, Dulac up front. Here's the Admirals. They're driving in. Shortino, good job to break that up. The Admirals centering pass. Simcoe trying to drive. She's able to get wide. 2-on-1 opportunity. Simcoe driving down the right wing. She's poke check. She's got Dulac out front. Great centering pass, and Dulac just out of her reach, almost ready to bang that home. Here comes the Admirals the opposite direction now, coming through the neutral zone with some speed. There's the shot off the crossbar and out of play. Give that crossbar a hug. That was a bullet. You could hear that. Shipping. What an opportunity. Simcoe centering pass just out of the reach of Dulac. I thought Dulac was going to get herself one there. Clark.
Pick those up as a one-timer. It's tough.
Bucko's out there now with Clark and Stanton. Let a shot whistled down. And we got Shortino and Andrew on point still. Bucko on the draw. One by Admirals. Cross ice, the other D. There's the shot from the D. Allen with the save. Bucko picks it up. Bucko, lead pass up to Clark. Just out of her reach. Ends up on the Admiral sticks. Admirals looking to gain the zone. Now they step up. Solid back check by Clark. Throws up, high slot. There's a shot. Allen with the save on the one time from the point. '30th shot of the game for the Admirals, as opposed to our 4th. We did start this period off really well, though. See if the girls can maybe pick up some of that momentum again.
Yeah, give them the old announcer thanks. Sorry about that.
There's the draw, won by the Admirals again. Admirals able to hold his own. LaFeur's on point now. She's got Mason as her defensive pairing partner. Bucko's line still out there. Puck's loose, spits out, goes back to the D. Here's the Admirals from the point, shot through traffic. Great block by Bucko. Now she's got it with some speed, driving down the right wing. Looking to get around a defender, runs over and through the defender, tries to muscle her way. Clark's able to pick it up, throws it down into the offensive zone. Admirals breaking out, coming in on the right wing. Coming into LaFleur, big cutback. There's the opportunity, centering pass. Cross ice. Goes back to the point. Now the puck's loose out front. Allen with a quick reaction save. Then the loose puck, still loose puck, still loose puck. Get that covered. And after the 5th try, he calls a no goal. He called a no goal, and then we'll take one back.
Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that one back.
especially because that was 4 or 5 bangs there.
Easily 4 or 5. She held it the whole time. I was impressed with the initial reaction speed because it really came out of nowhere. It's a great defensive play previously by Mason.
There's the draw won by the Admiral. Admirals take the shot. Bouncing. Goes wide. Another toe saved by Allen. Puck's loose up front. Another toe saved by Allen. Comes across the crease again. She loses her stick. She's going to go without it. Good job by her saying she doesn't even have a glove. That's one way to get a whistle. "13 seconds left here in the period. There's the draw. Kicks all the way out. Salzburg with some speed. See if she can make something happen. Salzburg's chasing her down. Admirals able to get there first. Admirals come back down, trying to gain the zone. 2 seconds on the clock, and that should do it for period number 2. Well, the girls did have a couple opportunities. Bucko had a beautiful opportunity driving wide. Early on in that period, they had 2 shots, some zone time. They came out flying. And then ultimately the Admirals ended up responding with 3 more goals.
Yeah, zone time early looked good. And then I think probably the best opportunity we've had is that cross-ice pass from Simcoe to Dulac. Wasn't able to get her stick on it.
Yep.
Let's see if we can make Bucko mad again and get her to energize right off the face-off again. I thought it was just me.
Interesting camera angle for us here today. Mr. Elliott, are our corner cams working, or are they out of... Okay, good.
Some good replays.
Oh yeah? You've been throwing them up? Throwing up some replays. That was the mad scramble one where it was 4 or 5 opportunities. That puck did trickle in, but hey, you know what? The one before was whistled down, so we got a free one. And we got punished for one, so it's all square on the scoreboard where it should be. All's well that ends well. Period number 3 about to get underway. We got Zakaria, Simcoe, and is that Dulac or Lafir up front now? I can't tell beside the lineup. I'm wondering if we've got a mix-up going on. No, it is Dulac, yeah, so it's a familiar look. Biederman's on point. Here's an opportunity for Simcoe. Simcoe driving in, takes the shot, deflected high and wide. She's gonna, little miscommunication between her, all the way back to Isaac now. Isaac, she takes the shot, bouncing through traffic. There's a backhand opportunity. The girls digging. Puck's loose out front. And here comes the Admirals the other way. Admirals coming into the zone. Looks to drive around. Biederman pushing the Admirals wide. In behind the net. Zakaria picks up where Biederman left off and kept that all the way wide. Stars able to get it out of their zone and make sure no shots found their way toward Allen. Here comes the Admirals again. Nice stick by Dulac. Picks the pocket of that Admiral defender. But they weren't quite able to capitalize on that opportunity after. There's a shot that's blocked by the Admirals. Here comes Dulac now. Dulac, Zakaria coming through the neutral zone. Dulac regains the poke check and she throws it into the corner. She's going to go off for some fresh legs. Zakaria, give him pressure. Admirals making their way out. Admirals got a 3-on-2 unfolding. Coming in on Shortino and Andrews. Admirals, they're cutting left, cutting right. There's the shot. Allen with the glove save. Whistle that down for the 34th shot of the afternoon. Will be run time in this period whenever there's a 5-goal deficit. We got Gagne out to take a draw. Centering opportunity for that young lady. Don't see her oftentimes playing center. Admirals get it back to their defense. We got Gagne, Clark, and Stanton out there. Here comes Stanton. Gagne back checking. Puck goes all the way into the corner. Shortino's giving chase. Shortino's got Andrews as their defensive pairing out there. Here comes the opportunity for Admirals. High slot. There's the shot. Allen with the save. Andrews trying to clear that out. Has the time. Send it up to Clark. Clark trying to get it out. Andrews regroups. Throws it off the glass. Kicked in. Nice move by Clark to get that up ice. Gets around 2 defenders, and she's going to go for a line change. Good forecheck by Gagne. Here comes the Admirals the opposite way, looking to gain the zone. Grahovic's there. Allen with the save. Kicks it off into the corner. Centering pass through the crease. Puck kicks out into the neutral zone. And the Admiral's able to send it in. Shortino's got a little bit of time. She has a look. She's getting pressured now, though, sorry. Really quick forecheck by the Admirals there. Didn't caught me off guard even. Got a puck battle along the board with 5 players. Admirals driving into the high slot. Step back, saved by Allen. And here comes Salzburg. Salzburg driving down the left wing. She's got Shortino going through the crease. Shortino joined the rush here. Stars trying to make some magic with everything. Good pressure. Puck's bouncing around. Admirals able to get it into the neutral zone. Admirals coming in on Mason. They cut back, centering pass. Ends up on the stick of Salzburg again. Salzburg's got it. She throws it off the boards, sends it down the ice. That's going to be perfect draw, Wick. Slow that down right about now, and they wave it off. Yeah, one ref was calling ice, the other one wasn't. And they went with their own call. Here comes the Admirals.
Yeah, she could have got that if she would have skated faster. That's why they called it off.
Mason, good body position to stay on top of that. Ends up with Bucko. Here comes Bucko through the neutral zone with some speed. Bucko driving down the left wing. She's got Zakaria coming in toward the net. Bucko, she's getting hassled. Sends it back to Simcoe. Simcoe, opportunity looking to do something. Makes a move. Simcoe, high slot opportunity. Here's the shot. Saved by the Admirals. Simcoe centering pass. Zakaria almost able to bang that home. Zakaria still hard to hold the zone, and Admirals just relieved the pressure. Simcoe's right back on it, but she's checked. Here comes Bucko. Bucko, she's driving down the right wing. Cross ice pass. Admiral hits themselves. Now they finally get it out to the right wing. 7:17 left here in the third. Here's an opportunity. Simcoe. Admirals coming in one-on-one. Looks to make a move. Fantastic stick by Lafleur. Is that Lafleur? I can't see from this angle. Here comes Zakaria. Zakaria's coming to the front. She's got Bucko as well. She's tripped. And that's going to be a power play opportunity for the Stars. Now, I do believe when you have a power play, I think they no longer run the clock, but they're running it right now. So you'd hate to see a 1-minute power play on runtime because it'd feel about 30 seconds if they get a whistle or two.
Exactly.
Power play unit for the Stars. We got Lafleur and Mason on point. Zakaria, Simcoe, Dulac up front. Here's the draw. Won by the Admirals. Admirals take it in behind their net. Good poke check by Simcoe. Centering pass. Dulac right through her feet. What a grade A opportunity again for Dulac. Simcoe's got it. Looking for her pass. Tries a centering pass. Now gets it out. Sends up all the way back onto Lafleur's stick. Lafleur, she tries to get the shot off. She's checked. Admirals able to drive ride. Lafleur back checking. And Mason there to help to make sure that stays out of the way of getting the shot off on Allen. Admirals able to pressure. They find the puck. Ends up back at the point. Puck's loose out front. Another poke check by Mason. Zakaria trying to get it up. Gets it up. Here comes Zakaria. She's got Dulac going with her. High slot opportunity. Zakaria driving right. And she scores! What a fantastic corner pick by Zakaria. Picked it up on the half wall. Play started way back in our own zone. I'm pretty sure that was Lafleur that had a good puck battle in behind our net. got that puck up to Zakaria. Zakaria drives in, swings around her defender. Nice wrist shot, left bottom corner. We got a 5-1 hockey game.
And thus snaps the Admirals' shutout streak.
That was Michael's goal, and you got it done, Michael. Well done. They got some life back in the Stars. They want to see the stop clock, and it should be stopped. So they're going to have to put some section back on it.
Yeah. Now that we're within 4, they should go to stop clock again.
Yeah.
Some Stars fans a little upset about that.
Clock!
What are you doing? Stop the clock!
Not sure why they're not stopping the clock. Here comes the Admirals. They drive in. Little left, little right. Allen with the save. Puck's loose out front. Into the corner. Deflects all the way back to the point on the Admirals. Admirals, they step in. There's a wrist shot. Allen with another save. Puck's loose again. And they're going to whistle that down in this mad scramble. Not sure why they're running the clock, but they are. Because I think the Stars have some hope. They got a goal. They're feeling good. Let them see if they can come back. Admirals win the draw. Saved by Allen. Puck's loose out front. Another toe save by Allen. There's a third save by Allen. When last one got through, I thought a shot. She got the third one too, but hard to see from this angle. What happened, Michael?
You can only take so many rebounds. It bounced off of her left pad just directly onto the stick of the opponent.
And Admirals able to regain their 5-goal lead here on their 40th shot of the game. That's a big number. We've seen more, though. We've had 55 against us.
That's true.
So here comes Zakaria. See if she can hungry for a second one. Zakaria, she's driving in. She's got Simcoe helping. Dulac out there. Puck's loose. Zakaria, she's hauled down, but she stays with it. She's going to still stay with it. Dulac coming in to help her. Pucks it, loosens some feet. There it is. Wrap around. It's in the net. Yes, it's in the net. There's the second goal of the game. A hard-working shift. Zakaria in a battle on her knees, on her rear end, won't give up on the puck. Dulac jumps in to help, and they keep banging away at the side of the net. We got ourselves a 6-2 hockey game. Girls should be really proud of that goal. That was a good, hard-working goal. I don't know who banged it home in the end, but it ultimately happened with the hard work of Zakaria and Dulac forcing their way in that behind the net.
Yeah, all 3 of them. It started with Zakaria against the boards, didn't give up on it, kicked it out to Dulac. Dulac kicked it with her foot back out to Simcoe, who just kept on it.
Here's another opportunity. Zakaria trying to drive. Let's see if the girls can find the net a third time here. 1:45 left in the period. Admirals, they're trying to get out. Peterman able to hold his own.
Way to go, Lily!
Peterman in a battle. Here comes the Admirals. Isaac steps up. Puck dribbles across the boards. Now it's kicked all the way down into our zone. Simcoe's there. Simcoe, she throws it back up. Admirals have it. Centering pass picked up by Simcoe, though. Nope, pocket picked. Admirals have it. They throw it down. Peterman's going to give chase. She's got a little bit of time. Has a look at her options. She kicks it off the board, finds Zakaria. Zakaria finds Dulac. Girls, she kicks it up again, trying to find Simcoe. Admirals, they turn around in transition. Comes all the way down. Andrews, unfortunately, onto the stick of the Admirals. Admirals coming in with some speed. There's a shot. It's wide. Picked up by Zakaria. Zakaria's got it. 55 seconds on the clock now. Puck's loose just inside the blue line. Trying to decide what to do. They're in a push battle. 45 seconds. Puck picks up all the way back to Andrews now. Andrews comes around the net. She tries to find Dulac at the half wall and does. Dulac able to get it out, and that'll be an offside call with 30 seconds on the clock on run time. And that should just about do it. Gagne, Clark, Salt, Stanton flying out. They want to shift. They're like, let's go. 16 seconds. Who's going to win the draw? Won by the Admirals. Admirals step up. 9 seconds on the clock. Andrews throws it off the board. Finds Clark. Clark to Gagne. Gagne able to get it into the neutral zone. 1 second, and that's going to be our hockey game. Well, all in all, a pretty good battle of a hockey game. 6-2 loss for the Stars. Good to see them get on the board. They can finish on a high note with a couple late goals there, hard-working goals. Shots 40-9 in favor of the Admirals. Again, we've had more before. Pretty good effort by Allen.
Yeah, again, great goaltending this weekend. I think the girls really need to be proud of their effort. This is a really good team they're playing against. So I'm pretty proud of them.
Yeah, some positive takeaways for the ladies. Even the 6-2 game versus the last time we played the Admirals, what were we, gentlemen? 7-0?
6-1.
6-1. Okay,
Yeah,
so
but I felt like this one we had more offensive zone time. It was less one-sided this time.
Yes.
The girls had a stronger showing.
Especially the start of that second period. That was a great second period. Good to see some camaraderie here. Girls coming into center ice for a post-game pray. And thanks a lot for tuning in. That'll wrap up the CCM Windy City tournament. Girls finishing the round robin with a 1-2 record, and then eliminated here just now in the quarterfinals to the Admirals, who I'm going to suggest might be one of the favorites to win this. We will see you good folks, hopefully with good internet in Odessa next weekend already. We got a 3-game mini-series against Odessa as part of our league play. And I haven't checked their record, but I do believe those should be very winnable games for our ladies, especially if they play like they did this morning. So we look forward to you tuning in. And thanks again, Brendan, for making the drive with all your equipment. And Paisley cheering on the bench. And Michael, it's been fun.
It's been fun. Thanks, Brody.